What's going on? What's going on? It's your boy, Mr. T-Shirt, back with another one. So many people often ask me, T, how do you promote your T-shirt business and what type of marketing strategies do you use? Well, in this video, I'll explain my strategies, the ones at least that work best for me, and I'm sure they'll work for you as well. Now, people think it takes money to make money, and tell you the truth, I'm one of those people, but not in this instance. Some people tend to spend money on advertising and marketing, which can be costly, but if you have that type of budget and it's something that works for you, go for it. I'm from the old school, so I believe a dollar saved is a dollar earned, especially when it comes to first starting your own business. Now, let's get into how I gain my customers. But before we do, make sure to hit that subscribe button, and in the comment section below, comment I subscribed, and I'll try my best to answer all your comments. Okay, let me ask you guys a couple questions. Do you have a local mechanic you take your car to, or a deli you grab your morning breakfast from? If you answered yes, then you already have potential clients. These are places you visit often, and if they're familiar with you spending money in their business, sometimes they'll even return the favor. The first part that I'll discuss is very important to understand in business. Friends and family are not customers, meaning they'll probably buy from you every once in a while, but they won't be the repeated customers you need to keep your business going. Now, I hear some of my friends that are trying to take off say, yo, T, I always support my friends' businesses, and now I'm starting mine, there's no support. Listen, you're not in business for support. You're in business to make money, and money comes from gaining customers. I made the same mistake in the beginning, thinking to myself, when I needed my car washed, I would only go to my friend's car wash, or when I wanted some good food, I would only go to my friend's restaurant and support their businesses. And when I started my business, they would do the same. But unfortunately, not everyone thinks the same. Again, it was strangers who got me going and kept my business going to this day. Customers most times will be someone you don't know or doesn't know you. It's strictly business and you're providing a service. These strangers are going to be the ones to spread the word or also refer you when someone they know needs your services, but only if you do a good job for them in that initial order. After a couple of reorders, it's then safe to say they like your work and feel comfortable referring your services to someone else. Like what you hear so far, make sure you subscribe and tap that notification bell for more videos like this. Now, how I went about gaining my customers. First thing I did was create a portfolio. You want to create a portfolio so you can show your customers your work. Show the different variations and styles of your work you're capable of performing. Since I'm in the t-shirt business, I tend to show my potential customers examples like t-shirts, hoodies, baby clothes, jackets, and now during this pandemic, masks. Showing your portfolio also increases your chances of getting a bigger order from the customer if they want to do business with you. Before I started my t-shirt business, I worked as a mechanic. I would make some work tees for myself that were different than what everyone else at work was wearing, but yet still represented the company. Once I wore my shirts to work, the other employees saw them and it caught their eye, and they wanted to know where I got them from. It went from 1 or 2 techs ordering from me, and before you know it, I had a 70 to 80 piece order from the manager of the dealership to make shirts for our whole valet team. This all came from showing my work. So I didn't stop there. Every time I got into my car and drove somewhere, I would look around for small businesses that could use my services. I landed my real first big account, and I say big is because they send me a lot of work to this day. But I was delivering to one customer and driving back, noticed there was a business that weren't in uniform, but looked like they had a strong client base. I didn't stop right away. I went home and did my research about the business. So when I approached them, I had a feel of what they may like. The funny thing is, it didn't take much because the owner realized it was a need. That's the beauty about the t-shirt business. It takes your company to another level. The third thing is pick your customers. Scope out your market in the beginning, meaning that the same business I previously spoke about saw that there was a need, not a want. Not saying rule out the smaller businesses or the other businesses, but the ones that already maybe have employees in uniform, are maybe more liable to say no because they already have somebody that's providing or a supplier for them. You want to go to the ones that you already know need your service versus wanting your service. Because you're now starting up, you want to build your client base, and you want to go for the ones that's going to increase your chances of receiving a yes versus a no. If you walk into 10 businesses, all you need is one to say yes. Because that one can turn into either a large order of whatever it is that you're selling, or more importantly, actually give you referrals later on down the line, which become then, say, residual business from that initial first customer. So then at the end of the day, do you really care about the other 9 businesses that said no? No, because now this one customer that said yes now has probably given you 2, 3, 4, 5 more other businesses, and that have also became your customers. Fourth, talk with confidence. Be proud of your business and what you can provide to a customer. Walk in knowing they need you and not the other way around. When looking for customers, you can't be timid. I don't like to approach a business owner with the phrase, I just started my business, because to me it shows inexperience and doesn't sound confident to the customer you're trying to do business with. And overall, just sounds like a pity party. I like to go in and ask for the owner, and if the owner's not there, I'll get a time when he or she might be there and speak to them. These are the decision makers. If the owner happens to be there, introduce yourself and your service. And now is a good time to bring out that portfolio we spoke about in step 1. Show your work. Another good thing that I forgot to mention before approaching a business is know your product or your service. We all heard the phrase, knowledge is power. So the more we know about what you're selling or providing, the more comfortable the customer will feel doing business with you. For example, in the t-shirt business, it's important to know your materials, such as cotton, polyester, cotton poly blends, etc., etc. Some customers may ask for shirts made of a certain type of material, and you have to know how to make and design that shirt made from that material. So, know your products. And the fifth thing is gain and keep your customers. It's one thing to gain your customers, but more importantly, can you keep your customers? You can do so by providing excellent customer service. If you tell them your order is going to be done on a certain time or a certain date, make sure it's done. Make sure sizes, colors, that all those are correct, when you give your order to your customer. You may even want to write a little thank you note. Thank you for doing business with me. I really appreciate your support. Look forward to doing business with you next time. Little things like this make the difference of making a customer work with you again or finding somebody else to provide a service for them. So if you got anything from this video, make sure you click that subscribe button, comment below, I subscribed, click the notification bell to keep up more videos like this. It's been your boy, Mr. T-Shirt with Invested Tees, signing off. Peace.